Hello dear people, welcome to another video. About 4 years ago I moved to Estonia with my partner Jonas to build ourselves a small, debt-free homestead with some land in the forest. Currently I am trying to figure out how to juggle the homestead life with being a first-time mom, whilst I also plan on restarting my art business after a long maternity leave. So the technique I'm working in is called a woodcut. So I'm carving out an image in a block of wood and then I print it like in a limited edition. This is like a big format, but that's like an example of how it looks like. And this one is called like the cherry pickers. So back in 2019, when we realized that we were moving to Estonia, I also realized that we needed some sort of an income. So then I started thinking, like, what could I do? And I always knew I wanted to do something artistic. And I really liked printmaking. So I thought, like, let's try this. I opened a little Etsy shop in 2020. And I made maybe like 10 pieces, 15 pieces. To see if people would like them, what sort of images were like most looked after, and if it would sell. I had no idea what I was doing. So I had an Instagram page and a little Etsy shop, and that's how it all started in 2020. But slowly, you know, a few sales here and there, a few €100 a month in the first year. So year by year, you know, sales started doubling until 2023, and then it became like a big part of my daily life. Now things will have to change a little bit, because with Ileana in the picture now, I have few hours in the week I can like spend on the business. So I really have to think, like, how can I leverage my time to make the most out of it? So for the first time I'm thinking about like scaling, automating, getting effective, and it's a whole new world opening up for me, and it's quite exciting. So the plan for the moment is that I'm going to be like a full-time mom for Ileana for the coming years. But that also means that I will only have like 15 hours a week at most I can spend on the business side of things. And one of the big things that will have to change is that it's going to be a really seasonal thing. I will only focus on my business and the printmaking, mostly I think in the winter time. Because in the summer I really like to do the homestead thing. I want to be building and gardening. But I think it will be too much to juggle to focus on children, homesteading and printmaking, business things at the same time. So I really have to split it in 2 seasons. Whilst I am focusing on my printmaking and getting everything ready to reopen my shop after a long break, Jonas is building on the storage room. In there we will make a space to store root vegetables, dry foods and garden supplies. I'm also thinking about how I can delegate some work to make it all fit. And one of the things that is gonna happen is that Jonas is gonna take over like the packaging and the shipping, so that frees up some time for me. I also found an accountant, so I can give her like most of the accounting tasks. That's really helpful. But what I also realized is that like my money mindset also changed a little bit with the birth of Ileana, because before I was always like, oh, I'm really happy with just having enough for daily expenses. I don't need a lot of money to feel good. And although that can be true, I'm also like wondering like, how would it be like to have a bit more abundance, like financially? And now that we have started a family, I'm looking forward to the future, and I have this sense that I want to like invest in the future of our family. And I just feel quite excited and been thinking a lot about all the possibilities, like what I could do to scale or leverage what I'm doing now so we can bring in a bit more income. Not a good move. So another thing that's gonna change is that I'm gonna build my own website. I'm currently working on that because I don't want to like solely depend on Etsy anymore. I don't think that's smart, and they take a lot of fees.
Yesterday or from this morning, and then the hairbrush and the computer charger and the throwing and the sock. And there, you now have a problem ahead with stuff being up there in your position. However, when you have very small kids, they're actual tornadoes. Well, they might not be small, they're still tornadoes.
called?